Hey Gems, welcome back to the channel. Crystal Heart. My name is Crystal, and today we are going to be sewing up that bear that we've been working on. So, sorry I'm a little bit late. I know, I don't know if anyone is even here yet, but if you are, say hello. But I'm late because I'm actually home alone and I was waiting. I was trying to time it perfectly for getting on whenever the kids and hubby all left. Uh, Sorry. Um, so on the last live, we prepped and cut all the pattern pieces for the bear. On this live, we're gonna actually sew the bear together, and the bear goes together so easily. I mean, for the most part. So it should not take forever, but I'll be talking and reading, talking and reading. Um, Sheila, I can see that you commented, but there's this little thing that feels the need to put, and it's blocking your comment, so I can't see it until the next comment comes up. So, you know, you're welcome to send a blank comment so it can move up and I can see it. Or maybe I can do that, right? Oh, maybe I can't. Oh, Home Alone Wood Tree. Hey, Sheila, I'm glad to keep you company. Hi, Lynn. Okay, before I start, y'all, let me tell y'all some. First of all, so I cut fabric with Miss Kate from Quilting with Miss Kate. She has a online quilt shop. She does a lot of kits and bundles, mostly Moda, Ruby Star, Moda, Tula Pink. She just got Tula Pink in for the first time, and I had so much fun cutting Tula Pink today. But I had just seen a picture of this online, and I wanted it. This owl fabric is called Hootie Patootie, and I wanted that owl so bad. So I was able to get it today because I want to cut the owl out and applicate it onto something. I don't know what yet, but I wanted it. And the owl is big. So if you do ever want to buy this fabric, just know don't get a fat quarter because you will not get the whole owl. Most likely you won't. So at least get a half yard, and then you still might not get the owl. But the owl is big. I love it. And then so this is some gingerbread. What happened with this is I was cutting gingerbread. I was like, I got to her house. I was kind of like, my anxiety was kind of high. I had got lost. I go to this. I go to her quilt shop is out of her house, but I go to her house like every week. But for some reason today I missed my exit, and then I got lost. It was a mess. So when I got to her house, I was kind of flustered, and when I started cutting, I was cutting half yards, and I miscut on this. Like I was short, like a half an inch, but you can't be short. So she was like, "Oh, that's okay. Just turn it into a fat eighth." And I'm like, "Okay." And I wasn't thinking about what a fat eight was, so I cut it wrong again. So I was like, "Girl, I'm buying this piece because I done miscut twice." And she was like, "No, no, no, you can just have it." But I told her she could charge me for it if she wants, but I don't think she did. So I got some more gingerbread, which I do have some of the collection. So it's not like I'm not going to use this. I do have other pieces of the collection. Anyway, I just thought it was like, oh my gosh, I was having a rough day, but then I actually left her house in a better mood than I went. So I was like, you know what? It's a good friend when you can leave in better spirits than you left. I'm trying to get y'all together without shaking. I have to use my shaky mount because Kamani broke my tripod yesterday. So now this is all I have until I order another tripod. And that tripod was almost brand new. I had just got it like a few weeks ago. Fun fabric, one of my faves. Yeah. but you got yeah, I did get pretty fabric out of the cut, but I felt terrible because like I told her, she was like, "It's okay, I make mistakes all the time." I'm like, "Yeah, but this is not my fabric to make mistakes with. Like this is your fabric, this is your business, and you're a small business. I don't want to be taken from it, you know." All right, so I have all my little pieces. Generally, what I do is I just grab whatever piece I want to. I just grab. I don't really think about it. So, like, this is a leg piece. I'll just grab the piece that goes with it, and that'll be it. So, okay, let's two leg pieces go together like this, and then you're gonna sew here. You're gonna sew here, and you're gonna sew here. You're gonna leave the bottom open, the top is gonna stay open, and also this little section right here, because this is where we're gonna stuff the legs at the end and hand sew it closed. Hi, Tracy. So, and I didn't even check my machine, make sure everything's good, but we gonna find out. Oh, y'all, I found a chair at. So if y'all see me moving, I now have a office chair that I got at Goodwill for $7, and it was like almost brand new. I wish I could figure a different way to do this because that shaking is annoying. But yeah, the chair was almost brand new. They had like 10 of them. I guess a business must have donated them. And then I always backstitch where the opening is gonna be, because I don't want to be pulling it apart whenever I'm trying to stuff it or lock stitch, whatever you want to call it. What I did? Yes, I was so excited. Me too. I love a good thrift find. And y'all, when I do the bear, I don't worry about I I'm hold on, y'all. Thoughts, words, they're hard. I use a 1/4 inch seam allowance just because I'm a quilter and that's what I'm used to. But I don't think it matters that much. It really doesn't. Like right here, I kind of messed up. I went too close to the edge because my fabric wasn't lined up. But I'm gonna go back over that part. Actually, nice. Did you go to Joanne yesterday? I didn't because Cameron decided not to go to the birthday dinner. She just wasn't feeling like socializing. Y'all look, I got some snippers. So I didn't go. And I almost stopped today on the way home, but I was tired. I didn't want to. Tomorrow I'll be on that end. No, not tomorrow. Oh, not till Friday. Okay, well, I guess I'll go Friday. That's the day I usually go whenever me and Kamani leave choir. All right. Same with the other foot. I'm gonna do the same thing. This is the first foot. As you can see, stitch down here, and then I had to go back and fix the stitch here, and then stitched all the way up here. I didn't go all the way to the end. I don't know why, but that doesn't matter because this is gonna all be into the body. And then the feet, I usually wait till last to add the feet. Anything that I have to pin or clip, I'll wait to do last just because I just want to go, and then I'll deal with that at the end. All right. And I know Sheila gonna be able to help me with the word because I can't think of it right now. But there's this slit cut right here so that you can fold it, and then I'm gonna sew down this slit, and then that's gonna be the bear's booty, like where that slit is, because this is the back of the bear, and that's pretty much gonna be like the booty. I can't think of the word of what this is called, but I feel like Sheila would know. And if you do, let me know. Dart. That's it. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. A dart. So I'm gonna do the dart on the other. I wanted to say gusset, but I was like, it's not a gusset. What is this? Dart. All right, let's see. Where's my other arms? Did I forget to cut arms? Yeah, I did. I forgot to cut the other arms. It happens. I'll do it in a bit. I hate when I forget stuff like that because now I'm like, and you know why I forgot? Because I put the template piece back in the bag before I finished. I shouldn't have do that. All right. Anyway, you was feeling the pressure on that one. All right. So these pieces are like the side of the bear's face, like this, kind of, but it touches. So we're gonna sew. This is what they look like. It's easier to see on this side. So we're gonna sew just that part together and put them together. We're gonna sew straight across just that part, and it's gonna open up like a flap. No, Saint. No bark. No barking. No. No. I said no. What? I said no, boy. No. Quiet. It still means no. You gonna try to bark? Quiet. No. 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 I heard that one too. He in there still barking slow. Low. My dog is barking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. He don't have no sense. All right, y'all. So then after the dart is sewn in, there you go. It looks like this on this side, and it is the booty of the bear. He's trying to bark low, y'all. He's trying his best, but it's not working. All right. So this is the back piece with the little booty, and this is the top, which is gonna be the neck, and then this is where we're gonna sew right now. We're gonna go all the way down. Hold on, y'all. The girls are not here to close his window, so he's seeing people passing. I apologize. Give me 1 second. No barking. Now you get no window. No barking. Ah, what I said. Now you get no window here either. You don't know how to act. No. No barking. Come on. You can come with mommy. You can come with mommy because you don't know how to act. You don't have no sense. Huh? No sense. Look. Look at the gems. Tell them how you don't have no sense. No. What I said. What I said. Nah, you know better. Oh, y'all saw my junk. Y'all saw my junk. Sorry. All right. Saint is not cooperating. I don't know what he's seeing out there, but it's really, really, really bothering him. There, there are some people in the neighborhood that Saint does not particularly like. All right, y'all. Back to the back. I'm waiting for him to stop. All right. So, like I said, you're gonna sew down here, and then I'm gonna lock stitch here, sew right here, lock stitch here, and then sew all the way down, and then you got the back of the bear. All right. Now we're gonna do the front of the bear, which is easy. This again is the neck. The top is the neck area, the front of the neck. And I'll sew down. And this is the little tab that lets me know that's the side I'm gonna sew. All right. So this, remember, is the front of the face. So this is the front of the face. There's a woman at my local quilt shop who makes stuffed animals. They're scattered here and there around the shop. I think she might teach a class. Oh, I don't know if I would enjoy just making a bunch of animals a whole lot. Maybe. Memory bears, I think I enjoy because of what they are. The fact that they really mean something to people. And each one is so I can make different, however, you know. All right, so this is the booty, not the booty. Yeah, the booty, the back. You open it up, and then here is where we're going to be stuffing it later. And then the darts are here for the booty. I know this is not a tutorial, y'all. I'm just kind of showing y'all what I do. So, and if it helps anybody, it helps. If it's not, if it's just entertainment, that's what it is. If I was gonna do a actual tutorial, it would be a recorded video where you can see everything I'm doing in detail, which maybe one day I'll do, but not today. Not today. All right, this I always forget which side I sew on the back of the head. And it's not that big of a difference, so it doesn't matter that much. But I always forget. I think it's this side with the tab. But anyway, this is the two pieces for the back of the head, and you just sew down. Do you clip the curves? No, I do not. Only time I clip when making my bear is when I'm putting the feet, the soles of the feet. I'll clip that because I kind of gotta finagle it in a way. And when I do that, when I attach the head to the body, because that one is it's a lot of finagling with that too. But if y'all are on here when I get to that part, you'll see. All right. Now, oh, this is another part that I do use clips. So this is the front of the head right here, and this is the side of the face right here. So this and this have to go together. So it would be like this. So I do pin that because I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be easy. So I do pin that, and I start by um getting the center, and on the seam, I'll match the center with that seam, and I'll clip there. And I don't even know where any of my clips are except for this one. I'll clip there, and then I have these notches to match up from the pattern. So I'll match those up, and then I'll clip on the end, clip right here, and do the same on the other side. So I need to find me some clips, y'all. Where, oh where? I do know where I have some, but I have to hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go black for a minute. I will text Rebecca, but she might be asleep. She may have. I haven't spoken to Rebecca in a few days. Hold on. I'm coming, y'all. I'm looking for these damn clips. Oh, I got it. Oh, whew, that was a journey. All right, and y'all shaking. No, I don't like using pins for this part. Pins. Do I use pins at all when I make the bear? I don't know. Whenever I get to that part, clips I like better for this part. So, I got three clips on one side. And sometimes you got to do a little finagling to get it um lined up, but it works out. I'm telling you. When you cannot stress over these bears because they work out in the end. They look like a bear. Now, um you do have to worry about things like accidentally leaving holes in the bear and stuff. So like I always examine my bears whenever I'm done because it's very easy. to have a little hole here or there or a missed seam or something. All right, so it looks like this. So I'm gonna sew all the way around like us like that. So what I do is like I smush it and then do this side. When I get to the middle, I like smush it the other way and then sew that side. I have seen a long time ago, I saw a tutorial where the girl went from here down and then went back here and went down. I don't do all that. I just start on one side, go around, and then move my fabric as needed. You gotta finagle it, y'all. I'm telling you. Because you could also end up with like creases in the seams if you accidentally catch some fabric. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but maybe you understand. So when I get to the center, I lift my needle up and then I just turn it. That's all. I just turn it. All right. This is the front, the back of the head, and this is the face that we just made. Let me make sure. See, this is where I would make sure that I caught all the fabric in there because, oh, I did that part kind of wonky. I'm gonna see how it looks because that's where you can actually make your mistakes. And then when you flip it inside out, now you see that this is the front portion of the bear. A stiletto really helps with that. Right, right. It's one of my favorite. You know what? I never think to use the stiletto. I don't even know if I have one right here. Oh, look, all these little purple things that I was sending in packages. I have right here. It's coming up. Yeah, it really. Once you get everything prepped, I think ironing, interfacing, cutting fabric pieces. It doesn't take long, but that's like the main part of it. Once you start sewing, it come together fast, fast, fast. Y'all, I forgot that my polyfill is in the trunk of the car and everybody left because I have to attach the ears and you have to put your polyfill in the ears before you sew them onto the bear. But we'll worry about that when we get there. So for the ears, to start off, you have your front and your back, whichever you want. Same thing. You just put them facing, right sides facing, and then zoop. Don't have to be perfect because ears don't all look the same. Zoop. That's the way I feel. Do it perfect. All right. And then the other ear, And remember, y'all, I don't have no arms right now. I gotta cut some arms. I'm wondering if I just forgot to cut them. They might be in here. Let's see if I just forgot to cut them. That is a possibility. No, I didn't, but I still have all this interface fabric, so I can easily get two out of here. So I'll do that quickly in a minute. Actually, I'll do that right now. Those purple things are amazing. They helped me lots to square in. Yeah, it is. And I just gotta think about using it more often because I always forget about things like that. We're just gonna do this real quick. Oh, they might not both fit. Let's see. We're gonna try, y'all. We're gonna try. All right, y'all. We making it work. It's gonna fit. We're gonna make it fit some way or another. I'm gonna like that. All right. It's gonna barely fit, but we're gonna make it work. Barely, just barely. I'm a make it work type of person. My hands are shaky. All right. So, what are y'all working on? What's been your latest project? I've been feeling inspired to sew, y'all. And if you've been around, you know that my inspiration had been kind of like non existent for a while. And I'm getting the inspiration back. And I have so many ideas, y'all. I have so many ideas. So the channel is gonna get good. I have so many ideas, but it's certain things gotta happen before I can do the things I want to do. So but it's coming. I'm making a blouse and working on a puzzle mystery quilt. Are you working on Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery or is it with someone else? So if y'all like mysteries, also y'all know I am an ambassador of Cotton Cuts and I ride for them hard. But also quilt with Miss Kate. She does mini mysteries, which are a lot cheaper if you want to just buy it all together, like if you want something all together right then and there, and it's mini quilts, so you don't know what you're getting every month. She does a different one, and just uh I guess it wouldn't be a sneak peek, but we're working on a mini mystery curated by me, but it's not going to be coming out till a long time, like end of the year, because I have to pick all the fabrics and things. Cotton cuts, fly away. Is that what you're doing, Lynn? I need to get some of my flyaway done. Hey, Renee. All right. So arms, y'all. Let's get these arms done. I don't want to lose my template piece. But yeah, so and I'm gonna do one of her mini mysteries on my channel. I don't know if it'll be in May because she might be sold out for May already. I'm not sure. I think she had limited stock for May, so it might not be until June. But I'm gonna get one with her and do it for y'all. All right, y'all. So arms, I like because I like to just add little bits of character here and there in these things. Um, One way to do that is to do the front and the back of the arm two different colors, especially if you're making a memory bear and you want to use different shirts or different fabrics. It's a good way to get them all in there. So with this, simple. Start here, lock stitch. You leave all of this open. Come back here, lock stitch, go all the way around, and then you'll have your little hole here for stuffing the arms. In the rose finch. Ooh, I can't wait to see all the colorways come together for Flyaway. That's like one of the most fun parts. All right. Saint, where'd you go? These are the little ears, y'all. All right. And another reason why I really don't care to have everything perfect is because honestly, I do see character in each of the bears that I make. So like it's not like a factory production. Like I see the character of the bear as it comes together, which is maybe weird, but I do. And then when I'm home, when I'm doing these alone, I talk to him. Okay, I'm not that creepy, but I do. I talk to him. I'll be like, oh, you coming along so cute. Look at you with that wonky ear or something. I don't know. Y'all don't pay attention to me, but I think they each have their own little characters. Ooh, I hit y'all. I apologize if that's what you tell yourself. Hey Aisha. Do you charge people to make bears? I used to sell them on Etsy. This one is for a gym that asked me to do it, so I'm doing it for. But I used to sell them on Etsy, but I closed my Etsy shop down when we moved to the RV, so I haven't done it in a while. All right. So these are the arms. A. All right. So here's the deal. This is the face. We got to put the eyes and the nose on before we can do anything else with this piece. So I'll show y'all what I use for the eyes and the nose. How much did you charge on Etsy? I think I was because there were different options. It was around $50. I don't remember, to be honest, but it was different options because I would offer, they can add on. I would offer personalization, so they could either choose heat transfer, which I would cut it on my Cricut and put it on the, like, most of the time on the bottom of the foot I'd put the name, and if it was a baby then like their weight and all that. And or if it was like a death, I'd put the date. um and then I also offered embroidery personalization, which cost a little bit more, was more of an add-on. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't much. I think the bears might have started at 40 to 45, and then there were add-ons. I don't remember. And then I could do embroidery personalization. And then I even at one point, which I had to cut that out because the cost was just crazy, but I would make weighted bears. Like one girl, um, her she lost her baby, and she wanted the bear to weigh the exact amount. So I did that for her, and that was a that one came out good, but it's hard to do weighted bears. It's not easy because the price to of the stuff to weigh down the bears is not cheap. My cricket is still in the box, girl. I had two crickets. I gave them both to my brother because he wanted to start making t-shirts, and I was like, I'm tired of people asking me to make t-shirts. I don't want to make t-shirts. All right, so this is what I use, and this comes from our problematic craft store, Hobby Lobby, because it's the only place that I can get them, the exact ones that I want. I tried buying them off of Amazon. They don't sell them in anywhere else. But anyway, so what I use is the 15 millimeter black eyes, and they're only $1.50, and you get 12, so that means enough for 6 bears. And then I get the 20 millimeter noses. They are 12, and they are $2.29, enough for 12 bears. They had those pellets at Joanne. Oh, were they on sale? That, because look, those pellets are expensive. And if you're just weighting the bear like a pound or two, okay, not that bad. But the girl who wanted hers the same weight as the baby, that was like 6 pounds. And it was like there weren't enough pellets to like, the bear couldn't hold enough pellets for that. So I ended up using these little decoration stones that I got from Dollar Tree, which I had to buy a whole bunch of them. And it's like those little smooth glass stones. And I just made sure to put a whole bunch in there with a whole bunch of stuffing all around it. It was kind of chunky, but it worked. She loved it. I thought it came out great. So is my heat press. Girl, pull that out or sell it. All right. So these are we're gonna start with the eyes first. Oh. Um, this is what it looks like. It's just an eye. I get the solid black. These come in different colors. You can get it with like more realistic looking eyes, but I don't want mine to be realistic, so I just get the solid black. And this is the front, and it looks like a little screw, and then you snap these safety backings on, and it makes it so that you can't pull it apart once it's together, so that like if a child is playing with it and they pull the eyes, they can't pull it from this safety backing. So that is what I use, and the nose is the same way. So what I generally do, and y'all not gonna be able to see me do it, but I'm gonna just tell y'all exactly how I do it, is I take my bare face and I smush it down flat, and I try to make it even like this. And then I'll mark where I want my eyes to go. There's a pen. Oh, is this a white? I was asking Kamani to find my white pencil. I think this is it. Okay. So then I'll mark where I want my eye to go, which generally is like from top to bottom, kinda in the middle, a little lower than the middle is where you want your eye, because all of this is going to be in seam allowance. It's going to be in the seam allowance. So you got to think about, you don't want your eye way up here because you're going to be sewing up here. So eye right here. And then usually what I'll do is take something to measure to put the other eye, because I've had wonky eyes where one is high and one is low. And I don't like that. That's wonkiness I don't like. So I'll just take something straight and mark off the other eye. And then I have my eyes. I kind of wanted to move this one over, so I made it bigger so I could see. But eyes here. And then your nose is going to go right there, so you don't really need to mark it. But what I usually use, I used to have I don't know where it's at, a really sharp, pointy thing. I don't know if I still have it or not. But you just got to use something sharp to poke a hole. I have, this is like a pin, but it has a blade on the end, like a tiny, tiny blade. Um, so I'm just gonna use that to mark it. Like, you don't need a big hole. You just want to make a hole so that you could push the eye through, because the eye is not gonna push through the interfacing and the fabric and all that. So I just make a little dot, and the eyes might even, let's see, they can still end up wonky even if you try not to. So I poke a hole, I kind of wiggle it to make the hole stay, because sometimes it tries to close up on its own. So I kind of wiggle it. It's so tiny I can't even show y'all the hole. It's like literally like a pin. And then I don't know if y'all even saw me, but I just stuck it in there, wiggled it around, and then I take the eye and I push it in that hole. I push it through, flip it, and it's gonna kind of rip the interfacing a little bit usually. See the hole sealed up before I could get the eye in there. I ain't got time to learn a new craft. Maybe my grands will use it. Is your daughter, or how many kids do you have, Renee? Are any of them into like crafting or anything? All right. So let's see if I can push through. Of course, it want to be difficult because I'm trying to do it for y'all. And then if I push and it's not coming out, I'll take like snippers and just snip that little piece. You don't want to snip too big, but just enough to get it in, to get it to go through. So tiny of a little snip, y'all. And then I force it through, because you want it to be a tight fit. I'll force it through, get it all the way through that fabric. Then I take my backing. Let's put your backing on there. And then you'll hear the clicks. for your back, and you want to click it as many times as you can, and then make sure it's on there as tight as possible. And then you have your eye. You have your eye. Let me get the other one on. It's called Personality. Three of my own, two boys, one girl. Okay. Renee, you could sew one of these in your sleep. Yes, I'm sure she could. Cause Renee, don't you make clothes? Didn't you say that? So like, I feel like people who can sew clothes are like super heroes, superhumans. Cause that's one that it doesn't come easy for me. At least it does not. This fabric just wants to self heal, boy. It really does. I have to clip you. You made three last night. All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't. The, all right. Do you use the same pattern, Renee? Or do you use a different pattern? All right. All right. So we got eyes, y'all. Our bear got eyes. Now he need a nose. Let's get a nose. Ooh. I'll pick it up after I'm done. And this is what the nose looks like. It's just a little cute nose. Oh no, I dropped so many noses. I gotta get them because I'm just thinking Saint will run by and grab one. Don't you start. People can drive and the trucks can be loud. You don't have to bark. I now have 5 grands, 3 girls and 2 boys. Wow. Renee, do you love being a grandmother? I look forward to being a grandmother. All right. So the nose, you just what I find helpful is if I catch some of the seam allowance in the nose so that it can be more sturdy. So when I poke it through, a lot of times I'll poke through the seam allowance and put the nose on the seam allowance and it just makes it more sturdy. This fabric is super sturdy, so I don't really have to worry about it, but we'll see. Two Georgia Bulldog, one Betty Boop. Oh, cool. Well, I start my days at 4:30 a.m. Oh, wow. Yes, I'm the extra, extra grandma. I'm at all the things. I will be too. I will definitely be. But I just see it as like I'm gonna be able to enjoy all of that without having to do the bulk of the raising and the hard work of the kids. But I want to enjoy that. Like I really just I look forward to it. I do. I don't want to rush things because I don't need grandkids now. Obviously. All right. Yo, snip. This fabric is sturdy. Sturdy dirty. What time is it? Trying to see what time my fam bam is gonna be home. All right. Let's see. Can't they left to bring Cameron to dancing. Dancing starts at 8:15. Dancing ends at 9, but they have to stop to my brother-in-law's house on the way back. So that might give me a little bit of time. without them. I feel like I could click this one more time, but I don't want to click. Oh well. All right, y'all. So this is the nose. Look at the bear. He has a face, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I be getting so excited when the bears start coming together. The bear has a face. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's get to moving. I can't put the head together. I can't without the polyfill. Now I'm thinking if I have some polyfill somewhere in here, if I could stuff something, a stuffed animal, open up an old stuffed animal. All right, let me get all these eyes and ears out the way before they end up all over the place. Yep. All right. I have shirts made to go to award ceremonies, book fairs, dance meet. Yes, I love that. It's 8:43. Okay, I'm doing good with time. Sheila, you thought you would be a grandmother by now. It's coming, Sheila. Maybe. Let's hope. I used to say I was gonna be the mean grandma, but now whatever they want, I'm on it. How many grandchildren do you have, Tracy? All right, y'all. So any anytime like sewing, as you can see, I was wonky girl. I don't care. Not that I don't care. I know that it's not gonna take away from anything. But anytime you're sewing curves, you want to snip. So I'm gonna just do my little snipping so that it can flip easier. And then we have a little ear. Let's see, what side are we gonna face forward? I think we're gonna face this side forward. And it's gonna be like this. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. All right. Now the arms, I just did one ear. I'm just picking up pieces, but I'll get to the other one. The arms, we flip now. Everything doesn't get flipped now, but the arms we do flip now. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna snip the little curvy part at the bottom and flip it. My grand girl is in ninth. I'm already ordering a flag to wave with her pictures on it. They don't call me grandma, they call me mom. Dang. Cameron is in ninth too, y'all. And yesterday, not yesterday, a few days ago, she asked me, she was on the phone with one of her friends, and they asked her if she wanted to go to the homeschool prom with them because not as like a date, they're friends, but they're gonna go together. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to a dance. And then so I'm like, okay, usually homeschool stuff is like kind of chill and not really like super, I don't want to say super organized. Some of it is, but it's real chill. Well, she sends me the link for the prom, and it's like full on Alice in Wonderland theme. They had pictures of the one from last year and the year before, and they're all formal, and it's like real prom, taking pictures and all that. So we went prom dress shopping. Um, was it yesterday? Yesterday was Monday. Yeah, we went prom dress shopping yesterday. She found one that she likes, but we didn't get it right then and there. I wanted her to look for another one to have option. Like I want her to see others to make sure that's the one she wanted. But an 11-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy, they are my sunshines. Oh, and I'm hoping when I have no, it's not a date. It's one of her friends from one of the homeschool groups she's in. They they have just clicked up so tight lately, and yeah, no. If it was a date, I would hope she would tell me, but maybe she wouldn't. Who knows? All right, arm flipped, two arms flipped. Excusez-moi. All right, so then I guess whenever it comes time to put the bear together, we gotta decide if we want it this way or if we want it this way. Probably this way, but we'll see. Um, Here's the other ear. I love it, Tracy. Bless you. Thank you. So we're doing prom. And then, y'all, Cameron does not like wearing dresses, which I was the same way growing up, except my mama kind of made me, but I don't force her to wear what she doesn't want to wear. Uh, but she doesn't wear dresses, not never. Even we went to on a cruise, and there's a formal night on the cruise. I had to find her like a little formal pants outfit because she hates dresses. And then when she showed me the dress she wanted, I was like, "You're wearing a dress?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's prom. Of course I'm wearing a dress." I'm like, "Look, I never knew you to wear dresses, girl." And then she picked out this cute pink dress. It is cute. It's kind of short though. I told her it's kind of short. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so now I'm cutting the back of the head. I'm snipping a little bit. It's not as necessary with this one because the curve is not that deep, but let's do it. Um, our homeschool proms open to all high school grades. It goes because homeschool is so different for everybody. It goes by age, and for this, you have to be at least 14. 14. All right. I don't need to cut this. All right, y'all. We got to get the feet together. This is like my least favorite part of the whole bear is sewing the soles of the feet on. It really is. That and connecting the head to the neck. But I think I rather the head to the neck than this. This part irritates me. I almost wrecked my grandgirl. Said, "Mom, look at that fine boy." Mom and I was confused in the car. Rider line like where? I'm in Ulster. When I was in school, we weren't allowed to wear dresses. Really? I meant we had. Oh, we had to wear dresses. I was about to say, really? What? And you see, my mom, she would like. I was a tomboy. I was a tomboy because I just wanted to do anything I wanted to do. And I felt like the boys were allowed to just play, have fun. I didn't want to be sitting in the house. I didn't want, like the way I do now. I didn't want to be sitting in the house. I want to be outside. I don't want to wear dresses. I don't want pink. I don't want none of that junk. I just want to hang out with the boys and have fun. The girls are boring. So my mom was like, uh-uh, we not playing it because my mom is very girly and she was very into being girly. So I probably was like a disappointment because she probably she probably wanted a girly girl. I mean, she never would call me a disappointment. She would never. But I'm just saying, she probably wanted me to be a girly girl at that time. So she would force me to wear pink and dresses for special occasions, not just every day, but like special occasions. And I hated it. I felt like I looked so uncomfortable, and I was. I didn't want to do it. So I refused to make Cameron wear dresses because I'm like, I feel you. I don't want to. I didn't want to do it either. And Cameron is like me, comfort over everything. Like we want to be comfortable. Nowadays, I think dresses are most comfortable, but when I was young, that was not comfortable. How am I supposed to play outside in a dress? How am I supposed to ride my bicycle in a dress? No, I need shorts. My kids were boring. I got one prom and one homecoming. Oh, my mom wouldn't let me be the school mascot because it wasn't feminine. Girl, my mom told me no too. I wanted to be the mascot. We were the wrecking rams. So the mascot was this huge ram. And she was like, no. And my cousin, who was a girl, she was the mascot for a while. And I was like, "Ooh, I want to be the mascot. They have so much fun." I was like, "No, you're not being the mascot." All right. So I know I didn't show y'all this. I'll show you on the other one. But I got my soul all, and I know y'all probably know how to do this, but you know, just in case anybody watches on the replay and they really want to see it, I got my sole clipped on. I hate sewing the soles, y'all, but I'm gonna do that. It sounds like somebody is here, but I know they're not supposed to be here yet. What time is it? Where's my other phone? Where's my phone? Oh no, Karen is still in dancing. Okay. Um, I was a total tomboy growing up. I was forced to wear dresses occasionally, but I'd sneak and wear shorts under them. Oh no, I had to wear shorts under them now, because mind you, because I'm a tomboy, I didn't sit all prissy. And my mom hated that. So she would be like, close your legs, close your legs. Cause I would just sit the way I sit. And I still do that, y'all. I still do that. But I guess that's why I kind of wear dresses that go to my knee, like on the day. Because for me, bopping around town as a mom, wearing a comfortable dress is so easy. I don't have to think about nothing. I just throw on a dress and go. So usually they're at least past my knees so that I can just bop around and not have to worry. But my mom would be like, close. Or she, if we were in church or something, she would like do like that to the side of my leg to let me know like you need to close your legs, like you're sitting all wide open. So I had to wear shorts under my dresses because I didn't sit like feminine at all. And that's one reason why I was kind of like, Cameron, that dress is short. I was like, are you gonna be sure you're not bending over in it? She was like, I'm gonna wear shorts on them. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I know how she is. She's not gonna be sitting there like prissy, trying to be prissy. All right, y'all. Let me sew this. So usually what I do is I sit it upright and then I kind of flatten it and I go around. And usually I start like on a seam and then go all the way around. I don't like it, but I do it. I don't know why I don't like this part. It's just too finicky for me. I guess I know why, because it's too finicky. But we're going to get it together. We will. Or maybe I'll do it upside down today. Today it wants to be upside down. No, we're not doing you upside down. We're doing you right side up. Get yourself under there. All right. We're going to take it slow. Take it slow and adjust as you go. You are an impatient sewer. Look, for me, I like to just I'm an ankle crosser. You see, look, I'll show y'all. I'm crossing my ankles right now, Sheila, and I'll show you what the rest of my legs are doing, not being crossed. And that's why I can't be an ankle crosser. As I got older, I started like crossing my legs. But when I was young, I was just like, whatever. No, I am an impatient sewer. That's why I like to make my own rules and be creative with things, because um I don't want to, if I have to follow everything like this when sewing, it's going to become stressful. So I just choose not to. What is this? Why is there a piece of tape at the bottom of here? Is this supposed to be here? Am I not supposed to be taking this off? Do y'all know there's a clear tape coming from the bottom? I didn't put it there, but I did buy this thing used. So I don't know if it's supposed to be there or not. I'm going to put it back. You go back, because I have no clue why you're coming on. All right. Saint, what's up, man? What's up? What you need? Excuse me, Mom. All right, all done. Then we can flip this bad boy out, inside out. Lengthening stitch length can be, yes, that's true. Very true. What Sheila said was if you lengthen your stitch length, it can help around curves, and that's very true. What else? Man spreading, it's a power thing. I do the same. It's just comfortable. All right. So y'all, we have one little leggy done. Hold on. Let me straighten him out. Your foot. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So I guess I'll show y'all on this foot how I do it. All right. So when I take my foot, open it up, and as you can see, there's this seam and this seam. So top and bottom, and you have your piece right here. So it's the same. Is it? To me, it's the same. So it doesn't matter which way. um, so pick one top, a top and a bottom, and then you want to match it with the seam. So I'll take this point here, and I'll match it with that seam, and put a clip, and then I'll do the same with the bottom. I'll match it with the seam and put a clip. So clip at the top, clip at the bottom. So we're here now. And then these are the sides. So I'll pull that to the side and clip there on both sides. So then I'll have 4 clips. And then it's going to get a little tight. So you just kind of got to finagle it in there, kind of push the center down. It'll work out. It really will. Promise. I promise it'll work out, y'all. I don't promise because I don't know what you're doing to your house. It might not work out for you. I would fold it in half to find the center. That's just me. Oh no, I'm not doing all that. Sheila. Look, in my day-to-day life, in other tasks, I'm very, very regimented and everything has to be a certain way. When I create, I just create. I'm not I can't be thinking too hard about things. Now, don't get me wrong. I have found a way to make it easy for me, like to get everything. Did I lose some clips? I feel like I had more clips last time. Anyway, uh, I have some right here. I found a way to get these bears done nicely without having to be too picky. Now, when I first started making bears, I probably was doing all of that because I made bears probably. I made my first bear before I made my first quilt, I think, or around the same time. My first quilt was more like a t-shirt blanket quilt. It wasn't fully quilted. It was quilted, but it wasn't fully like. So anyway, all right. So I just clip, clip, clip around. Once you get those 4 points clipped, then you can just easily find where you need more clips to close up things to make it easier. And then you take it to the machine. Like I said, I put it like this, and then I sew around. And you just want to make sure you're catching the sole and the foot in under the needle so that you don't have a hole in your foot. Uh, all that's one. That's too much, Sheila. Too much to think about. All right, y'all. So I got super quiet because I am concentrating. I told you I don't like these feats, and this one is giving me a little bit more trouble. And Sheila, I gotta be impatient. These kids are coming home soon. Sewing time is almost over. All right. I think I caught it all. I don't think I have any holes. So I'm gonna flip it. As a grandma, it seems like my grands are my broke friends. They always call me girl. Look, when it came to I was telling you about Cameron's prom, the dress she found, it was decently priced for like a prom dress. Like I assume most prom dresses are probably around $100. I told her, let's go look at Goodwill because you're never gonna wear this dress again. We went, but she had in her mind, she's kind of like me on this way, in this way, but she had in her mind the dress that she wanted, and you can't shop at Goodwill like that. So we went to Goodwill. She didn't see anything that she liked. So then we went to J.C. Penney, and she found the dress, and I think it was like 60 something dollars, but it was 20, I don't know, 25% off. I don't know. Whatever it was, the price wasn't that bad. And I said, you know what? Call your granddad. See if he would like to buy you a prom dress. And Cameron hates, like, she doesn't like to ask people for stuff. But I'm like, look, that's what grandparents are for. So she called her granddad. Her granddad is gonna buy her prom dress, which is my dad. You are the sewing chef, just throwing whatever in the pot without measuring. Yup. Now, mind you, I used to be a baker, and you can't do that when you bake. You definitely cannot. You will end up with something. It won't be what you're looking for. All right, y'all. We have our feetsies. Our little feetsies are done. They're so cute. We have to start attaching things. The ears, I'm gonna start with the body so I can think about the ears later. But all right, so this is the front of the body. They need the legs, they go to the bottom. So that's where I do use pins, Sheila, because the legs, you have to open them up like this so that the seams are like this, because this is the front of the foot. And then you take it with your body, and then you got to make sure you're doing it right, because you want your I have put together a bear and then looked at it and the foot was backwards and I had to take it apart. So you want to make sure, what I do is I usually hold up the piece, put the foot the right way, and then flip it up just to remind myself. which way the foot actually goes. And the placement is kind of up to you. I know how I always like to do it. I always like to kind of aim. It's hard. This like I said, this is not a tutorial, but I'm just showing y'all what I do. But it's hard for me to show y'all like this. But I like my foot to be this way. I like it to be right on side of the middle seam, which y'all can't see because of the fabric. And I like it to kind of aim towards the center so that when it folds down, it's kind of like that. I like that. I don't know why, but that's just my choice. I don't want the legs to go straight down. That's just what I do. So I pin it in place, and then I always like leave a little edge right here because it's a lot of times when I first started making bears, when I lined them up perfectly together, I tried, and then I'd miss a piece of the fabric, and then you have a hole. Your leg isn't all the way attached. So I try to do it in a way to just make sure I don't have to go back and fix those types of things. So leg is pinned, and then I just get the other leg, do the same thing but opposite. All right. So then the feet are just dangling like so. Not dangling, but kind of up like this. And then take the body back. And then remember I told y'all the top was the neck. So we're gonna line up the two necks together. And we're gonna keep the feet all tucked in inside so you don't accidentally sew the feet when you're sewing this together. Where are my clips? I put away the clips like I was done sewing. Yeah, just clip it together. And the pattern has these little notches so you can line them up. And then when it comes to the bottom, I line the seams up there and clip. And then I like to put a little clip where the feet are to kind of just you know, hold them there so they don't fold or bend or move or anything. I've made so many mistakes in bears that I had to fix that like now I try to prevent those mistakes as best as possible by having little things like that that I do. Because it's been so many times I had to either hand sew things closed or I had to take things apart and put it back together. The worst is when the whole bear is together and then you realize the arm is not all the way attached. Then you got to do a ladder stitch and get the arm back on. All right. So then you got a little pouch with feet on the inside and a little hole. And then you just sew all the way around. Oh, mm-mm. Yeah, that was right. I'm sorry. It's been a while. I was thinking about my arms, but the arms go on with the head. I forgot. Okay. That's a well written pattern. That's because they stole it from simplicity. Please tell me again what pattern you're using. I bought templates, but I'm not happy with how the bear goes together. Um, the pattern is originally a simplicity pattern. I think it's A115. I don't hold on, I'll tell you. And but you can't get it anymore. Even on their site, I don't think you can get it on their site anymore. So people have reproduce this pattern on Etsy. I don't know if they legally have done it, but they had, so it's out there, or you can find it on eBay or something maybe. But and it's also a McCall's pattern as well. 82115. Yeah, this is what the pattern originally looked like. But see, like this one is on Etsy. Like you can't find it anymore. This one is $21 on eBay, which I guess the investment, if you're selling the bears, maybe, or if you really just want it. See, this is a McCall's one. Um, but I bought mine off of Etsy before I really understood patterns. So I didn't know that it was a pattern that somebody else um just pretty much copied. So I bought it from there and it ended up being the exact same as the simplicity. But like I said, I didn't know anything about patterns back then. But you can find it out there. And I don't know, I really don't know who I bought mine from because it was so long ago. Of course my needle comes unthreaded. Did it? You bought a pattern where off of, why are you under my feet? Wondering where the girls are. They're coming back. And then when I get to the feet, y'all, I kind of do some little back and forths just to reinforce those feet. And then also pay attention that to the pin that's in there because it's on the inside. So you don't want to sew over the pin. Sometimes I'll pull it out once I get a piece of the foot sewn and I know it can't move anywhere. I just drop the pin. Oh, there it goes. Like you just know which points are like the stress points of the bear that can easily be pulled apart, and you kind of just want to make sure that it's reinforced or sewn well in those areas. I do at least. Okay, I made a mistake, y'all. I have the foot in an area where it's gonna connect. I have to kind of move it. All right, I think I got it. Yeah, Walmart. Um, actually, they had a special printing just for Walmart. The Simplicity Etsy, and it turned out to be a really bad copy of Simplicity pattern. I didn't use it because I felt that was cheating. I think all of them on Etsy is that way, are that way. Um, but oh shoot, um, I just don't know any other way to get them right now unless you buy it. off of eBay or a reseller or something like to get the original. It just so happened that the person I got mine from uh made made it like they made their own version, but it is the same bear. All right. Like I said, I always examine to make sure I did not um miss anything. Saint, what are you doing? What you got in your mouth? Oh, move. Yo, he was chewing on a bottle cap. As soon as I got up, he ran. Simplicity website have a download for it. I tried. I thought it said that it couldn't be downloaded, but maybe you can. Maybe I was looking at it wrong. If you can, let me know because I want to at least be able to direct people somewhere. All right, y'all. It's our bear and his little feetsies. He's coming along. He's coming on. I think I will put the arms purple out because it'll match the legs. Yeah, that's gonna be cute. I should put some buttons or something on the stomach. I wonder if I have any buttons. I mean, I have buttons, but I wonder if I have any that'll be cute with this. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some buttons. I wish I had ribbon to make a little bow or something. I know I don't have that. I have my collection of heart buttons. I could put a heart on it. All right, let's see. Let's pick some buttons. Purple was the favorite color of the lady. See if I can put- I have like this purple. It's looking pink in the camera, but it's purple. It looks real pink though. Oh, I can do one big button, one big heart. Why is the camera making this purple look pink? It is purple, y'all. I promise. Ooh, I like this button. Another heart. They're all hearts, but they're different. All right, let's see. Or do I need white for contrast? Two, one, two. I think three might be too much. One or two, y'all. A little bow tie would be. Yes, it would be cute. Thank you, Aisha. It would be cute. I don't have any ribbon. I have a huge collection of ribbon, but it's just not in the RV. I'm trying to think. I don't. So buttons, but it would be cute to have like a little bow right at the neck. One button. So like the big button, just one. Or maybe I should put it over the heart, y'all. That's what I'm doing. Over the heart. That's gonna be so cute. Aww. Like right here. That's gonna be so cute. I gotta get some thread. Let's see. My box of thread. Y'all. The worst needles ever made. These are the Lori Holt needles. They suck. But I'm gonna use one right now because that's all I got. That's all I got right here. These needles are horrible. I just can't understand it. Y'all both said there you go. What they used to say, Jinx, you owe me a Coke or something like that. Jinx something, you owe me a Coke. If you waste your money on these Lori Host needles, you feel me. If you haven't, don't. Because these needles suck. All right. Oh, the bear's gonna be so cute. With the heart on it. Okay. I told y'all I get excited over these bears. It's not a joke. I really do. And I always be like, oh man, I gotta make a bear. Duh. And then when I get to making it, I'm like, I love making bears. Memory bears. I started off making just like cute bears, but nobody was really interested in the ones that were like themed with theme fabric or whatever. They wanted memory bears, so here I am. All right. You said it. I knew mine sucked. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's get some placement on this. Um, Button. That's French for button, in case you didn't know. It's not. I don't know what's French for button. Siri, how do you say button in French? Oh, look at me. I already knew. It's bouton. It is bouton. I think they just slap her name on stuff in some of it. So, yep, I think so too. Because this is not worth it. And I feel like she does hand sewing. Like she cross stitches. She does hand sewing. She should know what a good needle is. I wouldn't want my name on something that wasn't good. I'd be like, no, mm-mm. Do not put my name on that needle. That needle sucks. Nobody's gonna like it. They're gonna all think I'm just money grabbing. Don't do it. All right. Y'all, look, it's coming along. Saint, the girls are coming back. Chill. Yo, he's whining. He's waiting by the window, by the door, whining. He does not like when all his people are not here. He want to know where everybody's at. I do hear doors closing. Oh, they are home. I'm gonna mute y'all so y'all don't hear all his barking if he starts again. Y'all didn't y'all didn't stop by JoJo? It's no way they would have never had enough time. Y'all didn't go by JoJo? When? How y'all had time for that? Oh, I, hold on. I can't move them, but you can go around. Oh, I thought you. Oh, you want to go in the back, or you don't care? Back for what? Go ahead. The camera. Oh, I don't care if they see me. Yeah. I thought you would have. Y'all, the fam bam is back. Can you do me a favor though? That bag of stuffing that's in the trunk. Can you get it for me? Excuse me. You're overwhelmed. Look at him. I thought you would have had supper cook. Supper cook. I told y'all I was gonna be sewing on live. I'm not gonna be cooking on live. That's a different. Yeah, but it was. It's a different channel. I thought y'all were gonna call when y'all on your way back, and I was gonna tell y'all to stop and get something. You want the box of my lip gloss spray? Let me see. How much did they pay for this foolishness?
Does it even say?
Mm-mm. But I'm gonna look it up. Lip butter balm. That's not even lip gloss.
It's glossy.
Put it on. You got it on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that. It's not chapstick.
Well, it's glossy. Balm, chapstick.
It's butter balm. It's not chapstick.
Look
Chapstick doesn't shine.
Chapsticks just makes your lips more dry.
Same as the dog. Telling you're the sewing chef. Miss Sheila say I'm the sewing chef. I just throw some stuff together and then boom, you got a bear.
Oh,
you
that?
got a quilt.
You want to know how much this is? Mm-hmm. It's about it's in the 20s.
Okay, go that way.
It's $20-something.
Well, could Daddy cook? I don't care who cooks. It ain't gonna be me. I'm sewing. I was gonna tell y'all stop get something, but y'all didn't call me on your way back.
Well, you might ask for us to call you.
All right. Got the polyfill, y'all. We can get the head on. If they stop shaking, y'all, they're gonna give y'all whiplash.
So no one's cooking.
It's just it's get the meatloaf. It's freezer food. It don't take that much thought. All right, y'all. Look the heart. Look the heart. And I didn't mean to put it on kind of crooked, but I thought it was cute, so I left it that way. But I guess I could straighten it out. Would it? I don't know. I thought it was cute that way.
Oh, I can't like you so fast. Oh.
Good night, Renee. Why are you giving this to me?
For your journal.
I don't need that for my journal. Ain't nothing happening in my life for this. This is not a memory.
It's the memory of when I got a lip gloss.
That's not a memory for me. All right. We got to get our head sewn. So.
Wait, are you doing the whole thing online?
I already did some.
So the
little ear, you just take a little small piece of polyfill and I'll put it in the little ear. Stop shaking.
Sorry.
See why I did this while they were going? I can't get nothing done.
I'm gonna find me something to eat because I'm hungry.
You can get the other ear stuffed.
Oh, I got ramen. Mommy, I've been finding ramen out of nowhere.
I bought it.
No, cause before you bought it, I seen so many. Oh my god. I'm addicted to ramen.
Addicted to ramen. Y'all could have took Saint when y'all went. He could have saw Sadie.
They were looking for him too.
Oh.
You smell Sadie? They were crying for Saint.
Oh, Saint got a little girlfriend. She happens to also be his cousin. We listen and we don't judge. I'm trying to move y'all slowly. That's why y'all shaking. Kamani.
Yes.
You have no choice in the matter. You gotta sit down. You're shaking. You're shaking, my friends.
I'm about fixing my food.
Fix your food without stumping and jumping, please. This ain't shake and snip. Not yet. It's probably not gonna happen till the summer.
This needs to up.
We have too much going on until school is over. And it might be, yeah, summer. It's gonna be summer.
What? All right. What's gonna be summer?
My business.
Say getting fixed. Because I say Saint.
All right. So we got our little funnies. I gotta put the ears on, y'all. So I also have a way that I like to put the ears on. I think I'm gonna use the floral forward. So what I do is where this little seam is, I butt it up to the seam, but angle it like this so that when it's up, it goes that way. And then I pin it in that orientation. And it's pinned like nails. Now do the same with the other ones. The one that's wiggly?
Yeah. Do we have milk?
Look.
We do.
And then when I pin, you kind of need to pin down because remember you're sewing up here, so you don't want to pin where your machine needs to be. And then you, let's see. I should pin on the other side so I could take them out, right? That would make the most sense. All right. And then we take the back of the head to attach to the front of the head. So this is the neck. This is the top. So we take the bear, and in the center of the front of the head, I match up this seam with the center like that, and I clip there. And then the pattern has the little knotty notches, so I match those up and I clip.
My eye hurts, Mommy.
Okay. Let Daddy give you some more of the allergy drops.
Those?
No, allergy drops. Where are they?
Oh, I see.
And then same with whenever I do the feet, I like to put a little clip on the edge of where the ear is, just to try to reinforce its placement.
I do it myself, Mommy.
No, you can't see how many drops are falling. Let Daddy do it.
She didn't take none of her.
You gotta take it 3 times a day. She only took it once today. And she been having bad
How many
allergies.
times do you have?
Like 8 drops is what I do. No. Okay, no.
That was 6.
That was not drops. You were squeezing way too much. A drop is like one little. That was way too much.
Oh, Daddy, you put way too much.
His girlfriend fake. She can't get pregnant. But we don't allow him to do nothing with her.
Oh, man, you're so cute.
Yeah, this might not work.
What?
It'll take 2 hours to cook.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, for an hour because
Oh, that ain't gonna work. All right. So what is gonna be?
Y'all can just eat mashed potatoes.
Oh, Cameron could eat corn dog. You can. What did you eat? What are you eating?
For me?
Yeah.
My room's in the microwave.
Oh. Oh. Long as y'all get it together, I'll figure it out. Daddy'll figure out himself.
Oh.
might be hungry, so.
You know. Oh, that
Ate that
catfish
food.
filled you up, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, we need a one got you.
All right. So after it's all clipped, you got a little pocket. The ears are inside, and we just gonna sew around and leave our little hole for the neck. And it's gonna be so cute. Why is my machine not threaded? The needle is not threaded. All right, let's see. All right. What's in the microwave?
My food.
Why it smell like real food?
I don't know. I made my popcorn today, and it smelled like real food too.
Did somebody drop something in the microwave?
Ouch.
And then I like to back and forth over the ears as well.
Ooh. I'm too short. I can't see if anybody dropped any food in there.
What was that?
Does somebody wash dishes?
Daddy.
Daddy washes dishes.
What is that noise?
Turn it up. We'll get in.
It's that, mommy.
All right, y'all. Head done.
You fed Saint?
What?
You fed Saint?
Yeah, Saint ate. He just needs to go out. Yeah, Sheila, he eat catfish. He didn't bring them for us. He ate it while at work, I guess, for his lunch. All right. And this is another big area where you can skip and your ear be unattached. So I always make sure to check that as well. Leave the heat.
Oh,
Here we
that
got her head.
Wait,
We got her
mommy.
head.
It looks so good.
He got the head. Okay. So now we're about to finish, y'all. We're about to finish putting it together. All right. The arms.
I love how you just put a little button on there.
It's cute, huh? The arms. I'm gonna do purple out so that it ties in the legs. Um, I'll line up the top of the arm, the middle of the arm with the side seam. And like I did with the legs, I leave a little overhang to make sure I catch everything. And I'll pin there. I pin on the inside because we're gonna flip this, and then the pin is gonna then be on the outside so that I don't poke myself while I'm sewing and I can see the pin. They do work nicely together. She really liked purple, and I think she sewed with this purple and then this was her gown. So everything was purple. All right. I like the purple too. I love purple. Purple is a good color.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Mommy, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at the same time I did today.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now we have this. So what we need to do now is flip this whole thing inside out. You could use this hole in the back and try not to stick yourself with those pins, but they need to be there to hold those arms on. Get those feet in there. Get in there. Get in there. All right.
Bro, I was
So once I flip it,
I was thinking that
I make sure that the arms are still placed right, and then I grip it and kind of just shake it, get everything all in there, so that I don't catch any foot or ear or whatever into the seam on accident. And then we have a hole. My hole is kind of small, but that's okay. And then we take our. This is a part I have made this mistake so many times, y'all. I'll I'll accidentally sew the head of the bear on sideways, backwards, whatever. So you gotta pay attention on this part. You know the arms are your side, but you gotta look in there or look for the little hole to know what's the back. The hole is in the back. So you take your bear and you stick it in there and make sure it's facing the right way, or you're gonna be mad when you flip that bear and the head is in the back. And then the head has four seams, and so does the body. So you just match up all the seams. And I use clips. And I also clip the arms so that they don't move. So you get a little pouch, and you clip. You clip, you clip, you clip.
Mommy.
All right. Yeah.
This ramen look yummy. You want some?
No, ma'am.
Why?
'Cause I don't like ramen.
Oh. Who doesn't like ramen?
Me.
You're weird.
Have you ever seen me eat ramen?
Yes.
You have not.
Get you a towel or something, put on there so it won't be hot.
Okay. Mommy, do we have those little ball glove things?
Oh, I don't know where they at.
Outside, bro.
Oh, and that bowl would be too big for it anyway. Just put it on a towel.
I don't find it.
She was looking for the bowl cozy, y'all.
Okay.
This one.
All right. I
It's
could
so
take. I have the
quiet.
arms pinned. I could take the pins out. And then we have the neck all lined up. Why do you feel like you can smell that wrong? Yo, I don't know where my kids get eating ramen from. Like, I don't know, still to this day, if I've ever tasted a pack of ramen.
Like this?
Yeah. I did eat cup of noodles when I was a kid, but cup of noodles come with all kind of little vegetables in it, and then you can drain the water, and we used to drop an egg in it. That's what I eat, but she's a weird child. So are we not eating love? No, it was gonna take 2 hours to cook. You can eat corn dog. What are y'all eating? Oh, I don't know, baby. You eating, Daddy? Daddy said he not hungry.
Well, you eat that ramen. It's not really ramen, but you eat that ramen man.
All right, let's do this, yo. So generally, what I do is, because this is a tight little area to be sewing in, what I do is I'll fold it down as I go. And it works out fine. And when I get to the arms, I do the same thing. I do like a little back and forth to reinforce the arms because it's another area that can get pulled out easily. And usually memory bears are not going to be played with by a child, but some of them are. Some of them are. But you never know if it becomes a lovey for somebody. And you just want it to last for them. All right.
I didn't think about what my used to. It's hard to eat my ramen.
All right. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Or let's get this party finished. We're almost done. Come on, eh? What's all that slurping? That's how you eat ramen? That's how you're supposed to eat it, huh?
Yeah.
In Japan.
Almost. Yeah.
In Japan,
It's disrespectful.
not to slurp. You gotta slurp it.
Yeah. It's disrespectful not to because um I don't know why it's like this.
I think the slurping is what lets the chef know.
It's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for all the great tips. You're welcome. I hope it is useful. I know this is not like a tutorial, so you're not seeing in depth like what I'm doing, but uh I know there are a few little things that you can do to make it easier for yourself.
Yummy.
Yo, I can't wait to flip it out and see what it looks like. That's my favorite part. Until I flip it out and the head is sideways.
Sorry if I'm shaking, y'all.
I gotta order me a tripod because this little shaky thing, I can't deal with it. Come on, though. But you're the chef. You know it's good. You don't have to slurp.
But I like the.
Mm-mm. All right. Let's see if we caught everything. Okay, I kind of want to reinforce one area. So I always go, this is the part that I always go to make sure I caught all the. I'm not laughing. You can stop now.
I have
And
to.
right here, y'all not probably not gonna be able to see it, but I went too close to the edge of this fabric. So I'm gonna go back and put another stitch lower because I just don't trust that. Um, it happened in a couple of places. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and do it again. And it's gonna be much easier because I won't have any pins or anything in the way. But I'm gonna sew it this way so I can see it. Before I was sewing this way and I didn't see. So I'm gonna sew this way. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not catching anything. Actually, it's too hard that way. I'm gonna do it the way I was doing. I'm just gonna go be underneath it. I'll just go around the whole thing to be safe. And it never hurts for a little extra reinforcement. Never hurt.
Bleed.
Accidentally keep on chewing with my wiggly tooth and it hurt.
Nobody wants a headless memory bear. Exactly. Exactly. Miss Sheila say you're not in Japan. You don't need a slurp. All right. Let's flippy dippy. Let's flippy dippy and see what this bear looks like.
How do you flip it? Didn't you sew it all together?
You got a hole.
Is it the right way?
Yup. Look the bear. Look at the bear.
Mommy, it looks so deflated.
It is deflated. Look, even a little piece of thing coming out.
Oh,
He's so cute. Saint, this is not for you. Don't think you could even come around. Nope, you can't. It's not for you. All right. So I'm gonna stuff it and close it up. I'll post pictures on Instagram or somewhere because I need to get off alive right now. But basically all you do is you have holes in the arm. So you're gonna stuff the arm, or I'm gonna stuff the arms, both arms, and then there's holes in the legs. So I'm gonna stuff both legs, and then the back and the head. You gotta put. I start off by putting. I can show y'all that part. Um, so I use polyfill this, and this is a 1 pound bag, and a bear takes like a lot, almost all of this. If you want a real pack bear. Now, if you want a floppy, slouchy bear, then you wouldn't put as much. So some people like to choo choo choo. I don't really stress too much about that, but You'll put it in, but you want to stuff it down to the head first. Okay, I'm missing the whole hole.
Mommy, sit was sniffing in that book.
It's okay. So I'll put it in, and then I'll stick my hand in there and like really get it down to the head first. And the head, I like the head to be super stuffed because you want all those little puckers to fluff out. It's a bit like a puzzle. Yeah, it is, huh? And especially when it's a memory bear because I have to figure out the clothing and how, like, this was easy. She sent me so much fabric I did not have to even think about it. But sometimes I get sent a onesie and they want the bear to look like the onesie. So that is when it becomes difficult because now I got to figure out how am I going to make the bear look like a onesie when a onesie doesn't have a head. All right. And then when the bear's head is full is when you really see the character of the personality of the bear. And then you also see if you made a mistake. All right. So see how cute.
Do you stuff the ears, Mom?
Yeah, the ears. I've forgotten to stuff ears a few times. It's not a big deal, but the ears are stuffed. Man, now I'm thinking I should have bought some polyfill just in case. Thank you, Sharon. So it is so cute. It's gonna take me a little time to get the arms and the legs full, so that's why I'm not gonna do it on live. But you can see the personality through through the head, the face, and then when I close it up, of course I'll use a ladder stitch. You'll have 5 close points, and it doesn't take long at all. I'll sit down and watch a show and choop choop choop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the back is the biggest one. And I usually try to find a coordinating color, of course. So I think it's so cute. All right. Um. Oh, Sheila, I gotta show you Lil Saint.
Oh,
We have before we ever got the dog Saint. I made a teddy bear like this, but out of like a faux leather, and it's black, and then the feet have Saints fabric on the feet and on the ear, on the feet and on the ears. I put Saints fabric, and then we named him Lil Saint. And then during the season, he sits out and watches the games. It's our little good look. And he wasn't out last season. Maybe we need to make sure we go get him out of storage and bring him out this season. But anyway, this will be so cute. I'll post pictures on Instagram if y'all follow me on Instagram. Um, I think my link tree is always linked down below if you want to follow me on everything. Also, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I'm trying to remember to say it on all of the videos that I once I hit 5,000 subscribers, I am doing a huge giveaway. I'm collecting things here and there, fabrics, notions, patterns, and I'm gonna make a huge giveaway, a box full of stuff. I'm not sure how what the giveaway will be like as far as what we'll do, but we have a lot. We need to gather a lot more people before that happens. So once we reach 5,000 subscribers, there will be a huge giveaway. So if you're not subscribed, you might want to hit that little subscribe button. I need one too with Archie, my gnome saint. Oh yeah, you got to make a bear now, Sheila. I know you got Saints fabric because I saw it. So now you got to make a Saints bear. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. I gotta go get these kids off for bed because we have an early morning tomorrow. Wednesdays is our long day. Um, y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't done that already, and hit that little bell notification so you notify every time I go live because I am going live more randomly these days. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.